Some people don't have a people problem, they have a control problem. And I do not mean that as an insult. Hear me out. I mean that as awareness. The moment people don't think like you, the moment they don't move like you or communicate like you, you get frustrated. And instead of trying to understand them, you try to change them. What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's training. Stop trying to change people, learn how to work with them. Now, before we get started, if you want a PDF copy of this training, join the No Excuse Today community for free. And if you are a fan of group coaching, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to the community. Visit noexcusetoday.com for more info. Not everybody is wired like you. Not everybody processes the information the way that you would. Not everyone is going to execute the way that you would, and that does not automatically make them wrong. But a lot of people operate like it does. They think if you just did it my way, then it would be better. If you just approach this like me, then it would make more sense. But that is actually where the disconnect starts. I had to learn this the hard way. There was a situation where I assigned a task to someone, and in my mind, there was a very clear way that it needed to be done. I explained it how I saw it, step by step, structured, direct, efficient, at least efficient to me. They took the task and started working on it, but almost immediately I could see that they were not doing it the way that I had laid it out. Now I'm watching this thinking to myself, why are you doing it like that? That's not what I said to do. And this is about to go all the way left. And I could feel myself getting irritated, not because the task wasn't getting done, but because it wasn't being done my way. So naturally, I stepped in. I started correcting. I started redirecting, basically trying to pull them back into my process. And then I had an aha moment. I paused and looked at what was really happening. They were still making progress. They understood the objective. They were not confused. They were just approaching it differently. So I had to check myself, because at that point, it wasn't about the outcome anymore. It was about control. Yep, I wanted to be in control. So I was more focused on how it was getting done than whether it was getting done. So that's when it clicked for me. Just because something is not being done your way does not mean that it is being done wrong. It just means that they are just doing it differently. So I backed up off of them, okay? I let them take ownership of the process, even though it wasn't how I would have personally done it. And you want to know what happened? The task got done anyway. It got done correctly. And in some ways, it actually worked better for them because it was aligned with how they think and how they move and how they did things. So that's when I realized I almost became the problem in a situation that really didn't have a problem. So here's what that experience taught me. A lot of frustration in workplaces, relationships, and teams comes from people trying to duplicate themselves and others. Instead of asking, does this person really understand the goal? They focus on, are they doing it the way that I would? And that's just the wrong way of thinking, because those are two completely different things. Understanding the goal is what really matters. Execution style, you see, well, that could vary. So here's a better way to approach people. Number one, be clear on the outcome. Define what success looks like. Don't micromanage the path. Number two, observe how people naturally operate. Some people are structured. Some people are flexible. Some people are detailed. Some people need space, like back up off me and let me do what it is that I need to do. And none of that is wrong. It's just different. Okay? Number three, adjust your leadership style. If you want results, you have to meet people where they are, not force them to meet you where you feel comfortable. It don't work like that. You don't get the best out of people by trying to make them more like you. Like, why would you want a lot of yous walking around? Like, it's boring. You get the best out of people by learning how to work with who they already are. That is awareness, my friend, and that's what actually drives results. So if you ever caught yourself getting frustrated because somebody did not do something your way, I want you to drop control in the comments so we could talk about it. No excuse today.